Oh, and it's another one of those special looking aircraft. Yeah, very special looking aircraft. Yes, everybody, I love talking about, these 20th century airplanes that were interestingly looking. I mean, take a look, we've got quite a double-decker design. Reminds me of the beautiful French Breguet du Pont, which was kind of like the post-war version of the Airbus A380. And everybody, would you take a look at this interesting British airplane? I'm talking about the Blackburn Beverly CMK-1. Yeah, this one came out as an add-on here on Sunday. And yes, I'm very much delighted to have a plane like this. It does seem very interesting. I don't know what this picture is. You're not even on the runway, mate. And mate is the right language to use when you talk about the company of Blackburn who built this plane. It was never really a company that was known for insanely pretty aircraft. Very ugly genetics that came out. Look at this. Look at this one. This looks horrible, horrible, horrible. But everybody, I myself for the past 20 years have learned that looks aren't everything. It's functionality that matters. And god damn it, this airplane was functional. It had its first flight in 1950 and flew only until 1967, which wasn't too long. Only 49 of these were built, not necessarily successful. Maybe because of the expensive eye surgery everybody needed after looking at this plane. I mean, all right, never mind. Once again, it's the functionality that matters. What I find insanely cool is that this back door right here folds up completely like a little box. Yes, take a look at the immense weight that this airplane could carry, as much as the C-130, although it could land at a lot shorter of runways. Something that's insanely cool as well is the double-decker design. You could load cargo in the lower storage and put people in the upper deck, I guess. So let's take a look. Here are some troops right here. In this film, they actually, I think, just detached the folding door. Yeah, they've actually flew without the door. That's funny. Yeah, already, what a versatile aircraft this is indeed. I mean, let's maybe go ahead and test fly it. I've always been very interested in STOL airplanes that could practically land anywhere. I mean, take a look at the landing gear design, which I find so interesting. I mean, we have a dual main gear design right there. Let's maybe find out if it's tilted. Maybe this thing is like a butter machine like the A330. We have a very powerful sound right here. Let's take a look into the cockpit. Once again, this freeware add-on is actually pretty damn cool. We've got nice visibility outside. Obviously, not much of IFR flying going on here. All right, all is well. We are starting to speed up in our airplane. Yes, and oh, by the way, we should be already very much able to take off. Yes, and we do have some slightly tilted landing gear. You can actually kind of tell it. So, no, this plane is not only a very STOL plane, but also kind of a butter machine, perhaps. Maybe take a look at it. Oh, yeah. A slight tilt to it. Something that highly annoys me, though, is that this landing gear is not at all retractable. Which means, I mean, take a look. Once again, this is a double landing gear. That's gonna induce so much drag. But hey, this plane flies at a relatively slow pace. With the engine that sounds like you put a microphone up onto an exhaust of my car.
The sound of emotion.
That's something I would love to do, is do some exploration through the cabin. That's something I did in the Breguet du Pont plane, the double-decker one in X-plane. Very non-contemporary flight attendant. I don't think a water bottle with the labeling Balu was a thing back then. You could harass passengers, but here, there's no cabin actually added. We only have the storage here. It's a bit of a shame, though, that we can only open this door right here. The entry door, right? I would love to see this thing fold and load a tank into this thing. I mean, judging just the weight and balance, we can fit 13 tons of weight into this aircraft with normal fuel configuration to go 5 hours of flight. We've got an immense amount of capacity. I like these rugged airplanes, although they're kind of ugly. It's the personality that matters. Let's maybe go ahead and see if I can start up this plane. All right, so master battery, perfect. Then prime the engines or something. I have no idea. Master fuel cock. Nice. Aha. Yes, take a look at all that smoke. Our engine is starting up nicely as it should. Good. Kind of like vaping smoke, not really oil smoke. Good. The almighty power. Let's go ahead and start the second engine up as well, which is working just fine. Everybody, what a genius move. The sound still is a little off. Here we go. Let's maybe taxi to our runway. We can finally fly the plane. You know what? I think this add-on is pretty cool. We've got relatively good modeling for sure. Although I'm not quite sure about the side. I mean, the PC-12 isn't as small as you might think, but this thing can fit almost 100 troops in here, you know? All right, taxiing to fuck. Oh, PC-12 isn't doing very well. And takeoff shouldn't be a problem with these headache-inducing engines. Let's get those flaps out a little bit. Very nice to see. This plane, you know, as ugly as this plane may look, it just seems like a very forgiving elephant, you know? There you go. You can just take off. Don't care about tail strike or anything, because that tail is very hard to strike, let's be fair. There we go. At 5 kilometers an hour, we're able to achieve lift. Yes, at a comically low 95 knots, we're climbing out of St. Barth's. No problem whatsoever. And this airplane is probably so forgiving we can probably just cheat ourselves and just land. Guys, to see that maneuver. Everybody, yes, as the beachgoers watch, we come in for a butter landing. Come on, keep it smooth, keep it good. Got enough runway. All right, that's probably not been the best landing. Let's go ahead and engage some reverse thrust. Yes, full power into the piston engines. All is well, everybody. Yeah. Take a look. We definitely didn't take any time to stop. And oh, yes, the reverse thrust is so powerful we can even get a tail strike. Right, it might not be the most accurate flight model, I'm not sure. Yes, despite very much maxing out the weight of this airplane, 60 tons. I mean, by the way, the maximum takeoff weight of the 737 is 70 tons. We're able to fly relatively well. I don't even want to know what happens if you put, why, 76,000 kilograms? Why so much? Yes, take a look at the massive amount of flaps this airplane features. It's on a lanyard, the shortest runway in the world, which shouldn't be no issue either. There we go. All right. All is fine. Can we, by the way, talk about how it looks like Nagasaki? Because it's so light outside. That's interesting. All right, come on. We need to stop now. There we go. It's been kind of a weird landing. All right, there we go. With the help of reverse thrust, we're able to stop just fine even here at Seba. It might have not been the most beautiful landing, but we're able to carry 100 people here. I think I'm forgetting to emphasize how big this airplane is and how much it can do. 100 people, that's almost 10 times as much as this Twin Otter right here that usually flies here. This thing is actually genuinely insane. Not bad. So buddy, if we ignore the sound design, this is an amazing new addition to the X-Plane 12 flight simulator. I hope the camera soon will get fixed because it's kind of pain in the ass with especially a very dark cockpit like this. You have such a contrast. All right, but before we end this video, we have to do a butter landing. The good thing is we may use the whole estate of the runway. You don't really, you can't really tell how far away you are from the runway actually, from the cockpit, because you actually have no idea about your height, but come on. All right, that's enough visualization of the tilted landing here, I think. Looks great. Nice eagle claw. Yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow as always. Good night.